Hi guys, that's Dorota International Nail Artist and Educator here, and today we are going to do some sunflower nails. So it's just a perfect design for this time of the year. Have a preview of it in here. I will show you step by step how to do this beautiful flower, and I hope you really enjoy watching this video. Also, thank you so much guys for all your likes, comments and shares. I do really appreciate it. So let's start. We've got those pretty sunflowers and I will show you how I paint them. So my tips are pre-buffed because we always do it on a buff surface when we're painting with the gels. And then with those color gels we are going to do our painting. So you need to take them out from the pot and they work like a printer. And that's why I love them so much, because you need only a couple colors and then you can easily create any color you like. Okay, so using the mixing palette, we are going to mix a couple of the colors. I've got some blue, which we are going to add to yellow, so we can create a green. Then we've got some red, which we add again to the yellow, and we can create this way some orangey shade. We will also use it for some brown shade as well. So let me grab it, do some orange here. We also need some black and some white as well. And some white. Okay, let's mix them first. So the most important one is for us yellow and orange. And straight away the same mixture, I'm going to add a drop of the black, so we've got some sort of brownish color. There we are. We are going to use those flower brush set. They are fantastic because they are so quick to paint. And on this one, I want to paint the sunflower like in the center. So I'm going to pick up those mixture, like totally random. So on the one side, I've got lighter color. On the other side, I've got the other color. Totally random. And what I love about these brushes, they create the petals. So imagine here is a one center. And we are going to drag all those petals to the one center. So press it decent and then drag it in. And we've got first petal. Do it the same on the side. So leave some empty space and again drag it in. Don't worry about those joints in the middle because we will fill them up with the second layer. Okay, so we've got another petal. Then another one. And another one. Okay, so it already looks quite interesting. You can go over it to give it a little bit more texture to your petals. So like on each side, just a tiny bit more texture. So we've got the first petal there. I'm going to do like a single petals on the bottom and on the top, just so our design is more interesting. And then we are going to cook this design. Okay, let's do the same on the other one. So on each tip, I want slightly different pattern just to keep the things more interesting. And this one is going to come up from this angle. Now, guys, in one of the videos, you said like, oh, do it on the client because here you can twist it and on the client you cannot twist it. So basically when I'm working on the client holds the hand this way. So if I want to paint it, like I would go like this, but if I needed to, you can put the client hand upside down and you can paint it. You can go like this, any kind of direction. It goes like a cycle, 360 degrees as well, exactly the same like you do it on the tips. Obviously, you cannot do it like this, like with the one twist of the hand. You have to keep the client hand like this. You can put it on the other side. You can twist it this way. So it does really work, like keep that in mind. So that's the answer for one of the question, because you have said to me, oh, cameraman showing, yeah, you can show your hand as well, like if we manage. So if I'm painting on a cameraman nails, I would paint like this, and then I can twist, oh gosh, I can twist his hand and paint it like this way as well. So this,
now I'm behind the camera, so
yeah, so he should be coming up from this side, but he's behind me, so it's harder. But it does work really, guys, so keep that in mind. Anyway, on this one, let's go back to the topic. So on this one, I want to come up from this angle. Again, if I will be working on the client and I can't be bothered about twisting their hand, I can always twist my hand and I can come up this way. So it is possible, like I do it that way, and I can paint it as well without of moving this tip. For me, it is just much quicker, guys, especially for the tutorials, just to keep twisting the tip, because I want to keep it as quick as possible. Like so you see me sometimes undercuring the product on the tips as well. You see me painting like fast and ugly as well, just so I don't waste your time as like, you know, on perfecting my design. And I feel that like this is really important as well when I'm providing those education videos. Like, yes, sometimes I get bad comments like, why this is so tricky, it's tricky, or why this is this. I have learned, due to the amount of the time I'm providing the education, I have learned it is not about my designs. You know, they can be a little bit uglier. If I want to paint something pretty, I'm not going to be able to do it on the camera. Believe me, guys, all those designs to me, I feel they are ugly. If I want to paint something really nice and pretty, I would do it on my own, where there is peace, when there is no camera equipment behind my head, where I can have the right height, where I don't have to keep it in front of the camera, then I can produce nice tips. The idea of the tutorials for you guys is to, gosh, I can't concentrate, to show the technique, to show you how to achieve that look as well. So my goal is to teach you rather than show off, oh, look what Palitska can do it on the tips, you know. So yeah, keep that in mind, guys. Anyway, we are going to mix some brown with the with those black, so we can start painting a little bit of the shadows in those parts and here in the middle, like a little bit of shadows. And then top coat, I like to work to dilute my gels. I like to work with the soak off top gel because it has those inhibition layer, so it's kind of working like a water for your acrylic paints, and this is awesome. So I'm just picking up those top coat and I'm just going to give it a couple of those lines to fade in my my flowers. Okay, so just those darker shades in there, and then straight away we are going to go to do another petals in some places, but this time I'm not going to work with the full brush like this. I'm going to work more with the side of the brush. Okay, so in between that, and also I'm going to use a slightly lighter shade as well, just so they stand out more. Okay, so on the bottom we've got darker and then we want lighter, and in between those empty spaces we are placing another petals. So one, second one, and the next one, and next one, and next one. Let's give them a little bit of texture. So going on each side. Just to add a bit more dimension. I can do it one more here and no, oh, just one in there. Okay, so we've got another layer of the petals. Things never look so nice and pretty when we during the process of painting. Okay, let's do it here as well. So I've got another layer and straight away going into those dark one. Let's dilute it and fade it. It looks nicer. I've got a wee fluff in there. Fluff, go away. Ah, try to get one fluff, got a second one. So this is a nice mess I have created. Let's tidy it up. Fade it in a little bit. And add those light petals. Let's cook it. Okay, we also need to start painting the middle. So for the middle, again, the larger brush is a watercolor brush. So I'm just going to work with those orangey and a brown color. And we are going nice center. At the edges, I'm going to add a tiny bit of this red color as well. And I'm doing it from like lots of small dots. Tiny bit of the top coat and fade that in even more. And then let's cook it. Okay, so here just the same. Those brown. Drop of the reddish color, lots of dots. I think like the more messy you do it, the middle, the nicer it's gonna look at the end. Top coat. Like you can see it how much the middle has changed the look of those sunflowers. Okay, give a little bit of shading. And then straight away on this, let's cook it and then straight away move on into the leaves. So I've got some yellow and the blue to create some green. And you can see it, how nice green we have created. And then add some leaves in here. So the sunflowers has quite decent leaves. So here we are going to paint some decent leaf. Add some black into it as well. Press it really hard and then light. Hard and light, and we've got one leaf. Second one, and you can see it because I'm not cleaning my brush. They tend to have all sorts of different shades and colors in them. Okay, cook it. Don't overdo it with the leaves. Like I feel like we don't want to overdo it with the leaves. And then empty space in here, so another leaf. This one feels empty, so I have just added a touch of the brown in there to make it more interesting. And then another leaf in here. Okay, cook it. Let's do the middles. because there is still lots of work in the middle part of our design. And we want to add some dark dots inside. So like inside and here we've got the darkest place, so we want to add lots of dark dots, just so it imitates the seeds. Okay, and you just keep going. Straight away pick up my green again, since I'm working with this D-liner brush, and we are going to add some other decorations into our design. So a couple of the branches, not too many. Dotting tool. I just clean, go away fluffs. There we are. So we're going to do some dots. 1, 2, 3, and another dots. I think this just finish off the design. D-liner brush again and join them in, just so they are not flying on the branches. And I have no product on my brush. Basically, I'm just dragging the product which is already in there. We can also take this brush, top coat in there, tiny bit of black, and do some shadow. So almost top coat and just a little shadows. I think it kind of gives another dimension to the design as well when we do those wee shadows. Let's cook it, this part of the design. The same in here, so branches. So here I can do a little bit more since our design is more empty in the middle. Cameraman just done another video for you guys on the computer. We just got the notification. Okay, so some branches. And one coming up from the top. Dotting tool, do the dots. I think it's a perfect design for the fall autumn time, like really. And I'm going to paint some gnomes for you probably as well. I think they will look so cool together with those kind of flowers. Okay, join them in. Again, I'm doing it pretty fast. I should take my time to join those dots slower. But it's okay. There we are. Let's cook them. Another part which we are going to do it in the middle. So the top coat in the red, and just add some red through it as well. Like I feel like it's make it look really, really nice. Then dotting the D-liner brush to do some dots. You could do it with the dotting tool as well. And what I'm gonna do it is I will add some dots first of all inside, like just a couple. And then the dots outside. Let's cook it. We need to add those red first. Don't make it too regular, like too rounded. Top coat to add the shadow. Okay, now D-liner brush and some white and yellow color just to give a little bit more definition to some of the petals. So I've got some white and yellow, and I want to only highlight some of them. Basically, mainly those ones which are on the top, to be honest. Just so they stand out a little bit more. Okay, then the other side. Tiny bit in here. This one has just a little bit too much white, so I'm just taking a tiny bit of the yellow and just touching it up. Okay, again, lots of dots. So this time I'm going to make them kind of yellowish. You kind of want to do the middle out of the dots, and the longer time you spend on it, the prettier the design is going to be. You can see it like by adding those yellow dots how much it has changed already. Then some orange with the top coat. Dots outside, so lots of dots. Black, so I want the bottom to be a little bit darker. And then we are going to finish it off with the white dots, and we've got a perfect sunflower middle. Okay, just the same in here. So all that kind of dots, clean the brush, highlight some things. Don't overdo it with the highlights. Okay, then we are going to add those yellow here. See, on the bottom one, I have spent probably the less of the time So you can see the difference, and then the white ones. So I want some of them to be kind of almost outside. I don't want to press it too hard with my brush because doing a dots with the brush is quite damaging to the brush. But that's this one finished as well. We are going to top coat it because things never look so smooth until we put the top coat. So high shine no wipe, top gel. We could also do it probably in the layers as well. So you can see it once we put the top coat, because the color gels, like they are, you could use them for a 3D look as well. They've got a bit more texture. So the top coat always smooths everything out and things looks so nice and pretty. Then do it as same on this one, and I can show you the full set of those sunflowers. And I hope you have guys learned something new from this tutorial as well. Also, keep those comments coming. Like, I mean, sometimes I have no time to answer them all, but at least like I try to read it, and I'm trying to guys give you the answer to those questions in the kind of next coming videos. So if you have asked me a question, just check out the next video, because probably your answer will be explained in the next video, so the other people can see it, especially when the question is quite important. I want to be able to explain it to the wider audience. Okay, so I've got this one. I can't touch it yet because, as I say, for tutorials quite often I'm under curing the products. And we've got two other sunflowers in here. So I'm sending you glittery hugs, and bye for now.